Hello guys, this is Linus, Lima Yankee 2 Hotel, and this is device under test, the DUT of today, QCX-mini 20 transceiver, and this is my first test of the QCX-mini in the field position. Loud and clear. So the very first impression is very good of the QCX-mini transceiver. A very low noise floor. From the point of ergonomics, it's a very nice little radio. It looks nice. It's like it reminds me a little bit like a smiley, smiling smiley. So with the two buttons and the very large LCD display. The quality of the LCD display is exceptionally good. There is a opportunity, the possibility in the menu to switch the backlight off and still be visible. The tuning button feels pretty good also, despite being not really a big tuning knob, but I like it. It's pretty convenient to tune. By the push of this button, you can change the rate of tuning. So combining the fine tuning and then jumping to the kilohertz, the 500 hertz, 100 hertz. So it allows to quickly navigate through the band, and which is pretty convenient. So from the point of ergonomics, I can give the Mark 10 because it's really pretty convenient. So the volume knob is also convenient. Here we see the rudimentary S-meter. It's not, I can't really tell whether it's 5.9 plus 20 or it's just 5.9 plus 10 or just 5.9, but it's we hear that this is very extremely loud station and it's full scale on the SW meter. And what is interesting, if I turn the volume down, I turn also the S indicator also down, so that's cute. Leaves are falling. Charlie Tango 1 Alpha. For Oscar 4 Tango in the TRC contest. Let's see, maybe he will answer. Okay, he answered. What is interesting, this radio, QCX-mini, has got no AGC, no automatic gain control. It means the loud signals are very loud signals, the weak signals are very weak signals. They are as I hear them. AGC is a very interesting issue, and it's there are people who say this is very bad that there is no AGC. The other people say, so what, you can always turn the volume down, which acts also a little bit like a RF gain. Even there is no kind of technically there is no RF gain in this radio, because all the amplification of the signal is on the AF, on the audio frequency level. It's a direct conversion receiver. So it's always, you can always turn the volume down and the station will go down in volume too. So I personally see no problems with not having the AGC with this radio, but of course some precautionary measures should be taken in order to avoid injuring your ears. So your hearing may be a little bit, stressed or even damaged if you listen for a prolonged time, like sitting in the contest with the earphones on. So and you suddenly hear that, from the quiet signal somebody comes with a strong signal, and you hear just very loud, so to say, burst into your ear. So that's dangerous. So that's why I always try to use this radio with the external speaker. Then it's not so painful. If I'm wearing headphones, always keep the finger onto the volume control button and turn it down as long as I see very strong station around. So you see, the QCX-mini is a really CW machine. It's actually one of the few radios where I see such a good QSK. So the QSK is ability to listen to the band in between your sending dots and dashes, even on the high speed. There's no relays in it. It's just all the transistor switching from receive to transmit, and then it could be very fast. So even on the higher speed, I can hear what's going on the band in between my sendings. That's very good, because while calling the station and the station doesn't hear me, and it starts transmitting, I immediately hear that during my transmission I hear he started transmitting. It means he does not hear me, and there is no sense for me to keep on transmitting. So I just stand by and listen for the next over. As it comes to CW, I went to the menu number 4 is keyer. When you go to keyer, so you see iambic A, iambic B, you see straight key, and you see automatic. What's automatic? It's something used to be used in the early automatic keyers era, and after some, I don't know which decade, the automatic mode was replaced by iambic mode, like iambic B or iambic A. But in QCX-mini there is an automatic. I don't even know how it works, so let's try. I don't think I will be able to send in automatic, because it's different algorithm, sending dots and dashes from your paddle. I'm running today the American Morse portable paddle. It's good, very compact, very convenient paddle. Maybe it's not the top class, but still it's good to be with it in the forest. That's strange. Yeah, it's possible to send, but I'm not used to this manner, because in automatic, when you push both levers, it's not like in the iambic. You hear which paddle is pushed first, then you hear the dot, and then you hear the series of dashes or the series of dots if the dash was pushed first. So like in iambic mode it's different, and go iambic B for instance, and here when you push and release both buttons, both pedals, is different. So it's di da di da di da di da di da di da di da. Automatic is something new, good old, rediscovered, and I think it's very nice mode, even if I'm not skilled at it, but it's interesting. So it proves once more that the QCX-mini is a really CW machine with lots of features for CW lovers. That's good. So now you push twice the tuning knob, you can choose the message, and it's very convenient. You just push a button once and it starts transmitting. So it starts transmitting. So now I'm transmitting at about 5 watts output, 5 watts, maybe a little bit more. So there's no way to regulate the power output of the QCX-mini, like from 5 watts to 100 milliwatts or to 1 watt. So there's no such a thing, and the only way to regulate the power output is to change the power supply voltage. I wrote to the owner, producer, designer and father of QCX-mini, Hans Summers, G0UPL, and to the discussion group, and he said that for the time being there's no plans whatsoever to change the schematics and to introduce the regulation of the power output, because it would take too much of changes, schematic changes, and so on and so far and so on. Okay, so that's fair enough. I take it, no problems. I can regulate the power supply. The layout and design of the knobs and buttons on QCX-mini is pretty intuitive, and I like it. So we have two buttons, and we have different functions for these buttons assigned. So on the left button we see the keyer, RIT, receiver incremental tuning, and menu. You push once, you get into the keyer, speed, and with the tuning knob you can change the speed of the keyer. Very quick and very easy. It's very important when you need to change your speed while operating during a contact, during making a QSO, like in the contest, or just, you know, somebody calls you with the higher or lower speed and you need to adjust. So here the menu is quickly accessible just by the push of one button, and even not in all the bigger radios this is that quick and convenient. So then you push the exit button and you are exit. So if you push twice, 2 dots, you go to RIT, receiver incremental tuning. That's when you need to work split, like chasing a DX. You need to listen on one frequency and transmit on the other. So there is no transmit incremental tuning, just receiver, but I mean it's okay. Would I go transmit now? I would transmit on this frequency the VFO is. So it's very convenient when you have you know, you listen to the frequency of the station, and you go with the RIT and you go transmit somewhere else, like 1 kilohertz up for the DX. It's very often it happens like that. You are told to go to transmit, to call the DX like 1 kilohertz up. So I go with the VFO 8 to 1 kilohertz up, and I turn back like 1 kilohertz down to listen to the DX station frequency. And if I push the long push for the menu button, for the left button, we go to the menus. There is 9 menus all in all. Not all menus are used in everyday life. Some are technical menus, but the preset menu is pretty interesting. You can put into the memory bank the frequency you wish to be on, and so I made one frequency like QRP frequency on 20 meters, another frequency is flora fauna frequency or parks on the air, so another frequency is like 26, just any CW frequency, and you can program in any frequency you wish. And if you want to call this frequency and go to this frequency, you have to use the right button, and you push twice and you see the preset. You push twice and you see S1, so the preset number 1. If I push this button again, I will go straight jump to that frequency. So, and we hear on this frequency somebody is working QRP on QRP frequency, as it should be. Messages also. You can choose, you can put the message into your memory bank. You just can push a button and you start transmitting the message you have into your memory bank. There is, I think, 16 memories or something like that. Decoder, so you can choose different regimes for the decoder. I have yet to see good working decoder on any radio. So this decoder is working for the strong signals. So when the signals are strong, Hotel Golf 5 Delta. Okay, it decodes. When the signal is strong, it is able to decode even at a higher speed. The best decoder is between your ears. That's our brain. That's the best decoder. But for the learning purposes, of course, it's a good feature. It's a good feature, and there is also a good feature. You can use the decoder to enter the information into the memory bank from your paddle. Very weak. Hotel Bravo 9 Charlie Delta Hotel, working SOTA, activating QRP signal, very, very weak, but QCX-mini is just digging out from the noise level, because the noise floor is very, very low on QCX-mini. Perfect. Antenna today, I've been using the Mini Mono 20, especially designed for the QCX-mini and fed half wave. So this antenna also seems to be very, very effective. The power draw of the QCX-mini is not really high. It's very, very, very low compared to other radios. On receive, at some medium level of sound, we have 70 to 80 milliamps with the LCD display backlit. 12.3 volts lithium battery is employed at the moment. We see a little bit more than 5 watts of output. 690 milliamps of draw off on transmit. 690 milliamps for more than 5 watts. That's, I think, is very, very low draw on transmit. That's very good score, very good result. So of course this is not a laboratory measure. It's measured not onto the dummy load, it's measured on the real antenna. Maybe we cannot say that this draw indication of 690 milliamps is very adequate, but still I think it is somehow adequate, and I like it because it's not really high. So summing up, guys, the first impressions of QCX-mini are very, very good. It's a very nice receiver, very quiet, very low noise level, very low noise floor of the receiver. Plenty of audio and plenty of transmitted power. So the QCX-mini transceiver is really big CW machine in a small, tiny package. The schematic design is unique. and I liked it very much to try out the Tayloe detector. And the Tayloe detector, which makes the whole quality of the receiver, is really doing very well, and we have very high dynamic range, and we have good quality and the low noise floor. So that's it for today, guys. It's a very interesting transceiver. So many features packed into such a small package. The value for money is enormously high, because this transceiver, if you buy it as a kit, only costs around $50, and if you buy it assembled and aligned and adjusted in the factory, it will cost around $100. So that's still a very good price and a very good value for money. So please leave your comments in the comment section. How do you like this little transceiver? If you got one, would you like to obtain one? Would you like to buy one? So the comments are very welcome. And also please consider subscribing if you want to hear more stories like this, more reviews like this, and I appreciate it very much. So far for today, thanks for watching. 73, this is Linas, Lima Yankee 2 Hotel.